What's going on, YouTube? Thanks for joining me today. Happy Saturday. I hope you're enjoying your weekend so far. We're grinding today. We've got a great coverage D here for you that also gets really quick block sheds, and I'm excited to share it with you. So it's this big nickel over G. It's the 4 lock palms. You start mixing this coverage in out of this formation with different blitzes, cover twos, and you will really notice that your pass game your pass defense starts to improve. And I run this when I know it's a medium to deep pass, so we'll just run it against a random medium pass. And I like to put my best safety right here at this linebacker position. You notice in the play art he's on that purple zone, so you want a really good safety there. So I would actually, with the Browns, I would take Randall and move him over to the linebacker position. And then you just want to put your best cornerbacks at these two spots because they're going to be covering over the top. So in Mutt, for example, I got 83 overall Kyle Fuller for the Bears. He's not real fast, 83 speed, decent speed, but he's got 86 zone, and he pretty much shuts everything down over the top when I show you this setup. So that's pretty much it for adjustments, or for substitutions at least. Random medium pass here. So the first thing I like to do is these two corners are manned up in the 4 lock palms. I like to take the outside corner and put them on a deep half, and then I take this guy and put him in a mid third. Oops. So now you have a cover 3, and this guy's not always pressed, just because of the formation he's in. He came down, and it's Ward, so he's pretty fast, so he should be good there anyways. But what happens here with this setup is you have a cover 3 shell over top with a cover 4 shell underneath, and you also have a random guy to man up on whoever you want. So I'll probably leave him on Julio until you start getting a feel for what your opponent's doing. You can start switching this guy to a different defender as far as man goes. I like to move the safety out a little bit just so he stops those pesky underneath routes, and like the smart routed out route to the sideline. He'll do a great job of stopping that with that purple zone. And then really do whatever you want with these two guys. If there's not a big threat to the right side of the field, I usually just throw Kirksey in like a mid read and then use her this corner right here. Personally, I like to use her corners and safeties this year. I'm not having a whole lot of luck with the linebacker user, but that's just personal preference. So let's see how it does against the computer on all Madden. Instant shed, everything was locked down. And then as far as sheds go, I didn't do it there because he was in a single back. One more time, the setup: square, put him in a deep half, L1, put him in a mid third, and that's pretty much it. And then you just mix up the coverages underneath, and it really does a good job of locking almost everything down. And then if he comes out in a gun, what I also like to do is spread my D-line and then crash them out, and you'll see how quick the sheds get. This is a tip I gave to my page. See this angle I'm burning? I feel like that has something to do. And if you look at the play art, it's a weird, I'll have the play art in the bottom right of your screen. It's a weird angle on that one defensive end, depending on which side you run it to. So I feel like that has to do with the quick sheds. This was a Patreon tip I gave last year, but it's still working very efficient this year as far as just locking everything down and getting quick sheds underneath. You're going to get a lot of coverage sacks with this D, and you're going to have a lot more success stopping the pass. So I don't usually do like goals, but let's get 100 likes on this video. And I know a lot of y'all are struggling with stopping the run this year. I have 2 different plays out of 2 separate formations that I've had a lot of success with stopping the run. So drop a like on this video if you want to see that, and I'll drop it tomorrow or the next day. Appreciate you tuning in, and enjoy the rest of your Madden season.